Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently working on some internal issues. We just crushed a rebellion up over here, and we're heading back for that. That's fine. Ooh, apparently... Is this sneezing time? I think this might be sneezing time. Hang on. No? We're good. Fantastic. Gotta love springtime. So, we are currently working on getting our manpower worked up a little bit here. I believe that is mostly up this way. Yeah, we were working on that, but we need to get like this city working on it as well. So we'll go ahead and get some 3 forums built, and we'll build a training camp there as well. Fantastic. We'll gain some stability, that's fine. And Chola is going to be annexed soon. 1 December 560. So, call it 5 years. Soon-ish, we'll go with. There's this Shunga revolt up here. So Shunga is dealing with the Shunga revolt, and how is that war actually going? I mean, Shunga revolt is going to lose that war. Hypothetically, we should probably get ourselves a claim on Kuntala. So we would go with like this province, or even we could go with like their most populated province, which would be this one. Okay, we'll go ahead and work on that for the time being. Cool. So that's underway. I want to check in to make sure that, oh, we can build farming settlements. We should definitely do so. For some reason, I was thinking that all of our farming settlements were built. But yeah, we should absolutely build some farming settlements. I want to also check in on our research efficiency. Okay, we're capped. No problem whatsoever there. I love it. So we're researching at maximum efficiency. Of course, people like this guy aren't very good at their jobs, but whatever. So that's looking good, and we're going to continue to work on our manpower. I'm feeling reasonably okay about our manpower in the current situation. Low food supply up over here. Okay, noted. Go ahead and auto import if you need to. That's fine. Yeah, there's definitely some food issues. Good thing we're going to build some farming settlements, because we've definitely got some food issues going on here. That's for sure. So that's okay. We're going to continue to work on these farming settlements. We'll build one in Kandar. I'm wondering if they destroyed settlements up here. They may have, actually. Well, we'll get those built, and we can actually get our 3rd farming settlement going as soon as the month tick happens here, and we'll go ahead and do so. The real question is, do we think we can take Shunga and Kuntala? If Shunga is dealing with their revolt, likely. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see what the status of the revolt is when we are ready to attack Kuntala, when this claim has finished. Okay. We see that they are working on that, but this is probably going to hurt their manpower quite a bit as well. They may hire mercs and such like that. That would be okay. Let's go ahead and build this farming settlement. Cool. So there's all 3 of those farming settlements underway. So it looks like the Shunga revolt is being taken care of. We'll see if Kuntala is super deal withable. Those are words, I guess. Shunga is going to be a problem for us, but we might be able to win it. Actually, are we capped with our manpower? Actually, we are capped. So we should think about expanding our legion if we can. Oh, we absolutely can. So do we want to get like a 3rd army of this size? I think the answer to that is yes. Okay. So we're going to need to save up some money, right? How much will it cost? So 1, 4, 1, 17, and 17. How much will that cost? So 17. 17. 4, 1, and 1. Okay. And it immediately went away. So I don't actually know how much it was because it immediately went away. So we'll go back to 17 and 17. 4, 1, and 1. Okay. 526 gold is what we would be looking at paying for that. Sure. We can build this slave estate, and at that point we can save up for it. Sounds good. I do think, because we are... Well, we're actually not wasting manpower right now. Okay. Because we were wasting manpower, I think that it would have been useful to put those in. But because we're not right now, I think it'll be fine. So in our legion here, we have this army here and this army here, right? We're going to go ahead and recruit another cohort. We don't have the right laws to be able to recruit legions. This went back to military service. I thought we deliberately chose not to do that. We're going to go back to Royal Guard. There we go. So we repass that, no problem. And we are going to put in a single cohort of archers. There we go. So we're going to come out over here and we're going to create a new unit by moving, not necessarily this unit. We'll move a non-loyal unit. There we go. And let's position these guys, say... I'm just checking supply limits out here. It's going to be 45. So I guess over here would work. Sure. Now these guys are going to need a leader, but they actually have one. So that looks good. Let's continue to work on recruiting here. We're going to need to recruit 16 total units of archer. So we don't have enough to do this because... Oh, the Legion can now only support 87 cohorts. Okay, so that went back down. Fine. That's okay. In that case, we will just expand our existing cohorts a little bit. So we're going to move these guys back over here. This civil war just ended. So this has an effect on the landscape, right? Absolutely. It absolutely does. I do think that we want to expand our legions slightly. So we're going to take this. This is currently going to be at 18, 19, 20. Like that. So that puts us at +5. We actually can't get quite that high. So this would put us at 83. Okay. Technically, that's 84. So we'll group these together. And 18, 17, hang on. 18, 19. Awkward. So what do we need now? We need 3 units of infantry. Well, 2 units of infantry and 2 units of archers. We can't quite get that much. So we're going to get 2 units of heavy infantry and 1 unit of archers. Okay. So we're going to need to evenly space these. So we want to split off our 2 units of heavy infantry here. They're going to come down over this way. And then eventually we're going to need 1 more unit of archers here. Once this goes up to 88, which we can't currently have. Cool. So that'll be fine for now. Our claim on Kuntala is going to be over shortly. They're still in that alliance with Shunga. Okay, so if we were to hypothetically declare this, Shunga would join. Shunga is a little scary to us. That said, on a hypothetical level, our levies would be approximately an additional army, plus we could theoretically hire some extra units. Okay, I want 1 more unit of archers. And that went into the 2nd army, which I didn't necessarily want, but that's okay. We're going to grab this unit and head on down. Okay, so we can now have an additional 2 units. So really what we should do is we should add in an additional cohort here and here. Boom. So that brings us up to 20. And that means that this one is going to be slightly smaller. Okay. Sure, we'll spend 20 gold. We do need a new title here, and that is going to be this fine gentleman. Fantastic. We should have a solid tech advantage at this point, although our research efficiency has slightly dropped. I'm not shocked about that necessarily. We have a scorned family here, and this guy will do. Cool. So at this point, I want to check in on slave estates. That all looks good. Hello, pause menu. And we're going to head in over this direction, looking for cities like, well, this one. We'll put in a forum there. It's not amazing, but we'll do that. Okay, so these guys are going to arrive down here shortly. The real question is, are we going to be able to get an additional couple of units here anytime soon? I want to close this, make sure that these guys are grouped together. They are indeed. So this is going to be needing 2 more units here, right, in order to max that out. Indeed. We're no longer importing wild game, sure. And it looks like our food is under control now that we got those farming settlements built. So that is excellent. Absolutely great there. All of this manpower would be pretty crappy. We're probably not going to build that right now. I would absolutely like to expand our military a little bit more. The question is, when do we feel safe attacking Kuntala? When indeed? If we had like the Magadan Empire on our side. Actually, only 5 reasons away? That's fascinating. We'll improve opinion with them. And we might be able to get an alliance with the Magadan Empire and then use them against Shunga. Us plus the Magadans should be similarly powered to Kuntala plus Shunga, would be the idea. And we should be able to use our tech and our good troops to make that up. For the time being, I definitely want to move up to average army maintenance and get started on drilling these units. There we go. Still 90 here, which is not necessarily ideal, but it'll do. So we want to get these units drilled to get their experience up. Okay, diphtheria, sure. And we're still making 20 gold per month, so that's really solid, right? Should be okay. So, Magadan Empire. Are you guys interested in this alliance yet? Not quite. They're at -3. But they're going to get there really soon. Looks like we're going to need, like, 6 additional opinion. Okay. Well, there's our religious advances advancing. Now, if I recall correctly, we were working on religious assimilation, which does make sense. We'll go ahead and grab that. We should, at some point, consider grabbing some of our upgrades over here. Heavy cavalry discipline. Assault ability is not that big of a deal. But some of these things would be nice, particularly in the siege categories. But I feel like that's mostly okay. That said, this experience would be nice. Supply limits, discipline, that would all be good. No doubt about that. Okay, checking in on our tech. Our research efficiency has fallen off a little bit. And that's probably okay. Probably. Let's see, I'm thinking about this city here. Indeed. This city is one that we could definitely do some work in, I think. This one could take a library. Let's go ahead and build that. That'll be fine for now. Cool. So that'll boost up our research efficiency a little bit, but not by a ton. But our religious conversion should be going very, very well in a lot of these locations. And they'll eventually switch off of religious conversion on their own. The governor can cover those costs. We don't want to spend cash. I say as we have a ton of cash. So our allegiance strength has actually dropped, which is a little sad. But we'll continue to get these legions drilled on up. We're at 20% right now. And the Magadan Empire is at... Actually, they would accept this alliance. Done. So, as a hypothetical, if we were to attack Kantala, the Magadan Empire would join, but we can't declare this until 18 February. Fair enough. So, we could theoretically declare this now. I doubt that now is the best time exactly to declare it. I don't think we have to move super quick on that. So I would like to give it a little bit here for our experience to build up. I think that'll be good. So we're allied with the Magadans for right now, and we're going to use that to push in this direction. Right, we're going to take over Kantala, we're going to take over potentially chunks of Shunga, but we absolutely want Kuntala in its entirety. That is our current primary goal. We're maxed out on our manpower right now, so we should declare this soon. How rude. This guy's now disloyal. We're just going to bribe him and try to make him loyal again that way. He's still disloyal. What is his loyalty is 29? Oof. Interesting. He only dropped by 10 from that event. Fascinating. Well, we can try to make friends with him. As long as he's okay with just continuing to drill, though, this isn't that big of a deal. We are going to need him to be loyal when we declare the war. But for the moment, that seems fine. Let's go ahead and buy him a tiger. I'm sure he'll like that. Okay, I want to check in on this city here. It's not much of a city. Okay. Minister of Excellence, huh? Sure, we'll take the national tax. That sounds good. I want to check in here. Yeah, still 89. Okay, so we're not going to be able to make these equally sized for a little bit, it looks like. We'll publicly praise this guy and his deeds. And he's currently chilling up over here, like a jerk. So, do we go with, like, discipline? That does cause our research efficiency to drop, but we're still above 150, so I feel like that's fine. Let's go for discipline here. We want to become friends with this guy and make him loyal, right? Absolutely. He's at 29.4 right now. And he's gaining 2 yearly because of the accused of murder, and we became friends with him. Cool. So he is now at... Okay, he's now loyal. So we're going to move him back over this way. We're actually about to finish up our integration with Chola. That's getting really, really close. Okay. Our stability drops here, but that's fine. We go back over to drilling. There we go. And now the question is, how much do we feel like we can actually take this? Actually, Shunga is currently at war with Supa. Who is Supa? These guys. That's a really long ways away from us. Which means that this is a solid time. We're going to walk over this way, and we're going to walk up this way. Cool. Do we think that we're going to need to raise our levies or mercenaries? We'll see. For the time being, I'm guessing that answer to be no. But we're going to move in and prepare for this war. We're going to declare this very soon. So right now, if we were to do this, Shunga would join. And we're going to wait until our forces are in position. We are going to have Chola be annexed very shortly as part of this. It's going to be interesting. They have a legion here. And I'm not sure what's going to happen to that legion. We can only have the one legion, right? So that's definitely going to be interesting. I want to head into our civic advances here, and I mean, this would all be good. But for the time being, I think we're far better off grabbing unintegrated culture happiness to head down towards cultural assimilation, or rather administration. So that'll be good. We're in position now for this war, and I think we go ahead and declare it. Shunga will join, but they are currently busy. Yeah, we're no longer importing all of that stuff. Sure. Shunga is currently busy fighting Supa up here, and hopefully the Magadans will keep them busy up here, while we move in and eliminate Kuntala. So it'll take us a little bit to get these locations dealt with. And these guys are moving out over here. I think we probably should raise levies. So specifically, we're going to raise Karnata. Both of these levies, in fact. So these guys are going to head out over this direction, with their goal being to stop these guys from rampaging. Cool. These actually stopped their movement, which means that we're now going to catch this force, and they're going to get absolutely stack wiped. I don't know why they did that. So we're going to walk in over here. They have a decent size levy there. That's not all that threatening. So yeah, we stack wipe that army. No problem. And we're making our way on down. So the question is, what is this force going to do, right? Well, we want to group these guys up, perhaps here. We're going to utilize our roads to get up there a little more quickly, but there's also Chola that's around. They are about to be annexed, so we'll keep that in mind. And we'll see how that ends up going. These sieges are going reasonably nicely. Cool. And our forces are closing in on this unit. Now, we know that they have an 11k stack out here somewhere, and I'm assuming they probably have additional troops somewhere. I don't know where Shunga's forces are. It'll probably take them a little bit of time to make their way down. Okay, so the Magadans are actually just pushing their way up over this way. No problem. Cool. So yeah, this is looking good. We are heading in over this direction. Really? The leader of our levy here is disloyal? Let's bribe him. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to make our way over this way. Cool. This siege will be ending soon. And where are we going to go after that? Well, we're going to target all of these siege locations, right? All of them need to fall. And it looks like they have decided to attack Chola. Okay, and that's a choice. I don't know if that's a good choice, but it's a choice. We're going to go hit their capital over here. And there we go. Chola has been integrated. So, sure, let us welcome him. Offer sanctuary, sure. Give refuge, yup. And we brought up our civilization level with our oratory advances. Fantastic. We're no longer importing any of that stuff. And it looks like that legion just vanished. Okay, I'm not shocked about that. So we can afford our invention, and we're going to grab citizen output here because we're at like 140 research efficiency. And we're going to finish up the Cholan challenge, of course. There we go. And that also allows us to get Lankan dominance, giving us pop assimilation speed and commerce income for 300 months. That's not bad. And that is our mission tree completed. We get 3 free province investments, and that's great. Now we have access to these that we can do here. Okay. Let's just go in order. We'll start this mission. And we already have pushing north completed to gain claims on the regions of Dravida and Karnata. Cool. Okay. And that looks good. We will look at these a little bit more thoroughly once we are done with this war. For now, the war will take precedence. And we're just going to make our way in over here. They're sieging here, and that's going to be interesting for them. Okay, we had somebody die, but that's fine. They actually are rolling pretty well there, but it's, I think, okay. Who do we care about here? Probably the governor of Karnata, to be honest. Okay, so these guys are going to walk in over here and look to fight this. I don't know if we'll win this. These are levy troops. We'll see what the game thinks. So we're just going to walk into here for right now. Let these guys group up. And if we were to move in here, it's unclear which side would win. The terrain is to their benefit, but we will be the defenders. They're trying to leave, so I think we absolutely take this. We are, of course, making our way over to their capital here. Ooh, that's a big old rebel stack. Okay. Noted. Yeah, we lost there because our small levy got there way earlier than our big levy. That's unfortunate that we couldn't group them together. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and retreat these guys, and they're going to retreat, like, directly up over here. Okay, that's a really bad place to retreat to. I shouldn't have retreated there. But we'll see. We don't care that much about our levy, so it's okay. And we should easily win this, even though they have a large numerical advantage. Okay, so we're going to retreat here as soon as we can. If we can. Okay. Moving down over to Madurai, that's fine. No problem whatsoever. This siege will end soon enough, and we win the battle against the rebels. To be expected. So it seems like the Magadan Empire is keeping Shunga under control. Shunga has not made their way over here just yet. They will eventually. No doubt about that. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish up these sieges and see about taking as much of Kuntala as we possibly can. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That is not the button I'm looking for. Let's try that again. There we go.